I'm Sejal, and last year I graduated, and currently I'm doing a fellowship. And nice to meet you. Thank you.
Oh, amazing. All right. Nice to meet you too, Sejal. What fellowship are you doing?
So I'm doing a fellowship with Dasra. So they act as a bridge between the philanthropist and the NGOs.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm currently working in the Giving Pie team, who usually works with philanthropists. Yes, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, that's amazing. Great to hear that. Anyone else अपने बारे में कोई बताना चाहे तो? Okay, ठीक है, no worries. I think, Dhairya, let's begin. We can start. And yeah,
Yeah, okay, ma'am, sure.
Actually, Dhairya, one second. Sakshi, introduce yourself, please.
Hello, I am Sakshi. I currently passed my SYBSc. I love during my free time I read books, and also I love cooking. Uh, I work as a Mehndi artist.
Very good. Thank you. Was that so hard? Saloni, introduce yourself, please.
Hello, I am Saloni. Currently, I pass my 13th standard and I like to do Mehndi. And apart from this, I like to explore many places. Thank you.
Thank you, Saloni. Mansi, introduce yourself, please.
Hello, I am Mansi. I am in I am in SY BCom and I am CA aspirant. Thank you.
Very good. What else can you tell me about yourself?
I used to read books, but like I am not doing it right now, but yeah, I like reading books.
Thank you. Mohita, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I am Mohita. Recently, I completed my HSC, and in my free time, I like to read books and read mangas. Thank you.
And Mohita, did you speak on stage this year?
Yes, please.
What did you
I
say?
talk about myself. So, my growth basically this two past 2 years, and also the foundation, Kurmi Foundation, please.
Very good. Fatima, introduce yourself, please.
Hello everyone, I'm Fatima and I am currently studying in FYBA. I like to do Mehndi and cooking. Thank you.
Yes. Nobody on this call needs Hindi. They all understand English. They pretend to be dumb. They pretend to be uneducated. They pretend, but that they are not. They are senior leaders with us. They know English. They know how to speak, as you have just evidenced. Silence is what allows them to convince you they don't know what you're saying. Please hold them to a higher standard. And please step up to the standard she's setting for you. The class is all yours, Dhairya. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Yeah.
yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. I think Dhairya, you can begin.
Yeah, is my screen visible? Like anyone?
Yes, it is.
So, yeah. Good evening, everyone. Artificial intelligence is not something new. It has quietly existed around us for years, from recommendation systems and voice assistants to social media algorithms and smart devices. But today, AI has evolved from being just a background technology into something people actively interact with, learn from, and depend on every single day. Today, I'll be presenting on artificial intelligence and its applications, not just as a technological innovation, but as a tool that is changing the way humans learn, work, create, and make decisions. Because in a world powered by AI, understanding it is no longer optional, it's essential. So let's talk a little bit about the basics of AI. So there are three branches of AI. And here I have presented a small analogy of what these branches look like. So the first is narrow AI, which is smart in one task. So it's like a subject topper that is brilliant in one subject. He scores good and understands it deeply. But except for that one subject, might be average in other things, or they might even struggle in the other things. So their excellence is focused into one branch. And this is the AI that exists today. It's specialized AI. The second is general AI, which is good at every task. So he's like an all-rounder that performs well across all subjects and activities, like balancing academics, sports, and skills. So they can adapt to different challenges and handle new situations with confidence. But they're not necessarily the best in that area. And then the third is super AI, which is best at everything. So this student doesn't just perform well, they dominate every subject, every competition, and every skill. It seems like they know everything, and no matter the challenge, they're always the best. So, an interesting thing about this is that the other two, next two, which are general AI and super AI, these two don't exist right now because they're still under development. No AI can do all tasks, but narrow AI is still here. So, let's talk about the AI brain. So, just like a carpenter knows wood, he can make better furniture. Just like a chef understands heat, they can make better food. And just like we understand AI, we can have better results. So let's talk about the AI brain. So artificial intelligence works on using neural networks, which are systems inspired by the human brain. When you give AI an input, like a question or a sentence, it processes it and predicts the most likely response based on patterns. So AI is basically like a pattern recognition tool. And this training involves making predictions and checking errors. So tools like ChatGPT don't actually know the information. They just generate responses by predicting what comes next, and which is why they're usually accurate, but sometimes they're confident even in wrong answers. So this is a breakdown of how AI thinks. Now, those of you who are studying computer science, you may have come across this, but right now I'll explain it in simple terms. So AI basically has three different layers. First is the input layer, which you give to the AI. The second is the hidden layer, which can have multiple sub layers in it. Like here, we can see two hidden layers. And this is the part which processes the data. And then the third is the output, which you receive from it. So let's play a game. So these are three situations you can see on the board, and I'll just be reading one situation out, and you just have to tell me what you do in that situation. And it can be a word, it can be a phrase, it can be anything. So let's start with the first one. You're at home and your battery drops to 1%, and you know it will shut down any second. So the first thing you do is, yeah, Sejal?
Put the phone on charge.
Okay, very good. Anyone else, Mansi?
Please put the phone on charge.
Yeah. Sanya? Hello, Sanya?
Yes, please. Even I will put it on charge.
Yeah, okay. Very good. Yeah. So the second like situation, yeah. So you're driving on the road and the traffic light in front of you turns red. So you naturally anyone can answer? Yeah. Sanya?
I stop.
Yeah, okay, great. And so let's move on to the third situation. You're studying at night and suddenly the electricity goes off, making the room completely dark. So you look for a Mansi.
I will look for a candle, or I will turn on my phone phone light so that I can like continue the study.
Yeah, that's great. Anyone else have any different answers? No, yeah, okay. If there are no other answers, yeah. So what was the reason that we played this game? So all of you predicted the response based on what the situation was and what you knew. So what you knew is like the data, and the situation is the input that I gave you. And AI works the same way. It predicts the most likely step based on patterns. But there's another thing that we must also know of. Just like sometimes the knowledge we have is not always correct. AI also detects patterns, but it may not be correct. And that's why AI may be confident in its answers, but what it gives you might not necessarily be correct. It all depends on the data that AI uses. And there's no single right answer to these situations. And exactly like that, AI also goes with the likely one or the majority of the answers. So these are three golden rules about AI. The first is that context is everything. AI has no memory of who you are unless you tell it. And the more context you give it in the prompt, your background, your goal, your constraints, your level of knowledge, the more targeted your response will be. The second is garbage in, garbage out. So why do I say this? It's because AI reflects its training data. If the data has any biases, which means that any opinions about a particular thing, then AI's outputs might also give the same biases in its output. And if the training data was in English, the AI will perform better in English than in other language like Marathi or Hindi. And then the third rule is that confidence does not always equal correctness. So, have you ever noticed that AI speaks in a very confident, authoritative tone, regardless of what it knows and whether it's right or wrong? And this is one of the most dangerous aspects of AI. We think that confidence is correctness, but actually, that might not be true. Now, why can't AI remember who you are? So, AI processes text in units called tokens, or which are roughly three quarters of a word. And each model has a context window, which means that it's the maximum amount of text it can understand during a conversation. Like, for example, if you look at ChatGPT, then it can remember, I think, around 5 to 10 questions that you've given it. And you can think of it as the model's short term memory. And once you exceed the limit, the model begins to forget the earlier parts of the conversation. So, this is a quote that I really like, that AI won't replace you, but a person using AI will. So let's look at the basics of prompting. So prompting is giving clear instructions to the machine so that you get a desired result. We can think of it like a waiter. Specificis- uh, Specificity is like appropriate taste. The more spices you tell the waiter to put, the more better food you'll get. My bad. A good AI prompt is graded, which means that it's focused on the objective or goal oriented. It's reflective, means we must evaluate the prompt to improve the future ones. It's actionable, which means we use action words. It's differentiated, which means that we divide the larger tasks into smaller tasks. Sorry. And the last is explicit, which means that it's detailed, and direct, which means that you ask what you want without beating around the bush. So let's talk about grading the prompts. So there are three types of prompts, which are strong, weak, and moderate. So the weak prompts are vague and unclear. There's no goal with it. There are very little details, and the output is generic. It's not really like useful. The second is moderate, where some details are present, a basic context is given, and but it may lack structure or clear instructions. and the output is somewhat useful but not precise. But a strong prompt, it follows the graded principle that we just saw. And it includes everything like goal, context, instructions, and it has a specific format as well. So let's do an activity. So I'll be giving you a few prompts, and you have to tell me whether these are strong, weak, or moderate, along with the reason. So, anyone, please raise your hands for the first one. Yeah, Sejal.
I think this is a weak prompt because there is no details, clear instructions given what the person requires.
Mm. Yeah, definitely. You're absolutely correct. And like just like Sejal said, this is a weak prompt because there is no audience, there is no goal, there's no format. Like we haven't asked what we want from AI in this. We've just told it to explain something, but AI does not know what our level of understanding is. And we have vague instructions like simple. Now, simple, it depends on the person that's receiving it. For me, simple might be something different. For you, simple might be something else. So that's what makes this a weak prompt. So let's look at example 2. I'm preparing for a school presentation on the water cycle and need a clear explanation. Please explain the process step by step with examples and make it easy to understand and include some important points I should remember. So would anyone like to try this? You may raise your hands if you want to answer. Mm.
You can even take a guess. Like, it's okay if
Yeah,
you're not very sure.
yeah, definitely. Yeah. Jasmine,
Moderate prompts.
moderate prompt. Okay, and why? Like, is there any
Yes,
reason?
because it gives the information like school presentation or water cycle. It gives some information. That's
So, Jasmine, you're absolutely correct. This is a moderate prompt. Uh, and just like you said correctly, it gives us some context and it mentions some of the topics clearly, but it does not still have a like clear format. Like AI does not know what exactly it's supposed to give us. And third example, please read through it and raise your hands. You can guess as well. There's no right or wrong. We're here to learn. Yeah, Lakshmi.
Yes, it is a strong prompt because it given all the instruction like I'm in 11th standard class. I need this in this manner, in this much word, everything. To have a full content.
Yeah. So you're absolutely correct. It is a strong prompt. And like just like you said, the reasons are that it we have a clear defined audience, which is the class 11 student. We have specific purpose, we have a good format, and we have constraints as well. And we also add extra instructions and we've specified the level that we want. Like here we said simple, but in what context? 11th grade context. So that's what makes this a strong prompt. So does anyone have any questions until now? Okay, if there are no questions, let's move on. So now we're going to do a live activity, and this is going to be live prompting. So let's ask ChatGPT for help right now. So this is the situation. Um, it's 10 p.m. and your midterm exam is due tomorrow, and your notes are messy and confusing. You need AI to organize, simplify, and improve your work fast. what exactly would you type or prompt AI to get the best output? So just think of what you would type, and like after you've read the situation, I'll share my screen and we'll ask ChatGPT directly once. Okay. So Danish, yeah, if you're ready, I'll just stop sharing and I'll share like the other window.
Actually, I just wanted to ask, are we allowed to upload our notes pic, or we are just allowed to give the prompt and get the notes?
Yeah, so the situation is that we'll be uploading the pics, but since it's not possible right now, since we've not defined the subject, so we'll just go along with the prompt for now. Okay.
Okay, so along with the prompt, what we can do is, as our notes are messy, so in the prompt we can mention the subject name
Yeah.
along with how many marks the subject is.
Yeah.
And the another thing what we can do is we can get the bullet points so that we can we need the answer in a bullet point, so it will be easy for us to remember and get prepared for the next day of the exam. So these are the things that we can write in a prompt, and we can get our notes more clearer.
Yeah. Absolutely. Does anyone else have any inputs? Yeah, Mansi.
So the prompt I will be sending is uh, analyze the analyze the notes, and like suppose my exam is of 40 marks and each question is for 5 marks. So I will say give answer of the following questions as if they are for 5 marks, and important highlight the important sentences or highlight the important points of each topic so that I can remember it like faster.
Yeah, great. Okay. So I'll just stop sharing for now and I'll share like the tab that of ChatGPT and we'll put in the prompt and let's see what we get. Yeah. So is it visible?
Yeah, it's visible.
So would anyone like to dictate the prompt? Guys, like I'd be really happy if you would give your inputs on this. Um, since we're here to like find out what ChatGPT will actually output us based on our prompts. So please feel free to engage in the session and interact.
Dhairya, what's your question, sweetheart? Ask one more time.
Yeah. So the situation is that like it's 10 p.m. and your notes are messy and cluttered about a particular subject. And the thing you want to do for that is you want ChatGPT to organize your notes and help you study for the exam. So what prompt would you give ChatGPT?
Sanya K, what prompt would you give ChatGPT? Oh, she's frozen. Jasmine, can you hear me?
Yes.
Did you understand the situation?
Yes, please.
So what would you type to ChatGPT to give you the answer?
So
To give
if
you... Mhm.
yes,
Tell
please. So,
tell Dhairya what
so
you would type and he'll type it.
yes, please. So I will type it like tomorrow is my science exam, maybe. Tomorrow is my science exam, and um, my notes are messy. Uh,
Very good. Keep going. Very good.
excuse me. Can I repeat again, please?
Yes, sure. Go for it. Good job.
Yes, please. So I'm in 10th standard, and tomorrow is my science exam.
Yeah.
uh, which will be for 40 marks.
Yes. Okay. Give it an instruction. Tell it what you want it to do. Give it an
Yes, please.
instruction.
Which will be for 40 marks. Uh, I I want to study. Uh, um,
You have notes in your hand. Okay. You have taken notes in class. Can you hear me, Jasmine?
yes,
You have
please.
taken notes in class, but you can't clearly understand everything you've written. You want it
Hmm.
all neat. You want a fair copy. So, what will you tell ChatGPT to give you?
Oh, so I will type it like I'm. Here is my note. So can you please clear it in a simple way?
Very good. That could be an instruction. Yes, Dhairya, could that be an
Yeah,
instruction?
yeah, definitely. And we
That
can
could
use some
definitely be an.
action word as well, like analyze my notes and explain. So, like you
Yes,
said,
please.
explain my notes. Yeah,
There's also a very good chat by Sanya M. I think you can refer to that as well, where she's mentioned we can act like asking ChatGPT to act as an IT teacher for
yeah,
a particular subject. So you can definitely incorporate that too.
yeah. That's yeah, definitely. It's great. I'll put those inputs. Yeah, yeah. One sec. So, like Sanya's also inputted, give me 10 important topics that come in exams with bullet point answers. Yeah. Give me 10 important topics that often come in exams with bullet point answers. And Mansi also has inputted a few points. Highlight the important topics and act as an exam. Okay, so um, can anyone tell me, is there anything missing in this prompt or something I can include as well in this? Yeah, I'm Danish.
Yes, as it is 10th standard exam, so we can mention the state board or CBSC board or ICSC board. So according to that syllabus of science, he will give the notes. Otherwise, it will be a mixed match one.
Yeah, that's great, definitely. So what should we take here, Danish?
I mean 10th standard CBSC board, just CBSC board.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. And let's say that for my notes, I want, like, there are a lot of terms that I don't understand, and I want it to be simplified. Like, I want those terms to, like, have a definition to them. So, what can I put? You can raise your hand, type in the chat box, anything that's comfortable with you.
Can
Yeah,
you please
Mamsi?
repeat the question?
Yeah. So my question was that, let's say there are some difficult terms in my notes and I did not write anything about them. So what would I ask AI to do about those terms?
So, like, I can ask him if you see any difficult words as if my English is weak. So please explain meaning of those terms as well.
Yeah. This week, explain any dif difficult, or we can also use the term keywords, right? Or keywords in the notes. Okay, so this is a very good example of a good prompt. So let's see how ChatGPT analyzes this. So here, ChatGPT has told us exactly what it would do if we had uploaded the notes. So it will pick the most important exam topics, give bullet point answers, and highlight what examiners usually ask. And it has also added 1 mark, 3 mark, and 5 mark questions. So this is an example of how we can use ChatGPT to assist us in tasks. Okay, so yeah, so let's move on. Is the PPT visible to everyone?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Okay. So let's talk about AI as our tutor. So AI is like a personal tutor, and all of us we've been to like we know about coaching, right? That a teacher comes and teaches us a particular topic, or at least we've gone to school. But for that, we need things like money, geography, time, and a lot of efforts. But now that has changed. Because now, for the first time, anyone who has a smartphone and a data connection has access to a knowledgeable person who is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and in many languages at almost no cost, which is AI. So things that AI can help you learn, it can help you form your resume, build your vocabulary, and help you in vocational skills. So we'll be exploring each of these topics in depth. So let's go in detail. So the first one is resumes and interviews. And here is an example of a prompt that you could use, in which we say that I want a strong resume and get ready for interviews and internships. I have no prior experience and help me create a 4 week preparation plan. For week one, guide me right now, explain what makes a good resume, and show me a simple resume example, and give me a small task to improve my own resume, explaining every important term in a way that I can easily understand. So, this is a strong prompt which has clearly defined the goal that we want to do. And in 4 weeks, we will have a master plan in improving our resumes and preparing for interviews. The second thing is building vocabulary. So, I want to improve my English vocabulary for professional communication. So, act as my daily vocabulary coach and give me 5 useful words for today. Words that appear in business emails, academic writing, or job interviews. For each word, give me the meaning, a guide, and an example sentence relevant to the student or young professional in India, and one common mistake to avoid when using it. Also, evaluate my sentences that are typed here and suggest fixes. So, what this is going to do is help you build your vocabulary and improve your sentence structure. And this is something that AI can do very well. And the third is AI in vocational skills. So here is a sample prompt. I'm an 18-year-old from Pune who wants to become a graphic designer. I have a smartphone and a laptop, but no formal design education and no budget for paid courses. Create a 6-month self-learning roadmap. What free tools and software should I learn and in what order? And what skills are in most demand by Indian employers or freelance clients? Freelance means that you're providing your services as a contract. And what portfolio projects I should build, which means that what projects I should make which can help me in my resume or something like that. And how I can find my first client or internship. So how this helps me is that it is helping me build a skill that which is here is graphic designing. And so I can learn graphic designing from A to Z, and I can learn everything that comes under it. And based on this, I actually have a personal experience as well. So the thing I wanted to learn was video editing. And it's like a really important skill to know, especially in the future. And I just wanted the basics of what video editing is. So I just like sample prompt is given here. I went to ChatGPT and I asked it what I wanted from it, which was that to learn the basics of video editing. And I also asked it what videos you would suggest for advanced learning as well. And that's how I built one of my skills. And although I'm not an expert at it, I think I'm fairly good at it and I can build videos. So, I have a question to you all. Name a skill that you would want to learn with AI's help. So please raise your hand. I'm really excited to know what you want to do with it. Anyone, please? There's no wrong answer in this. Like we can learn anything and everything with AI's help. So would anyone want to share? Yeah, Saloni.
Uh, like more knowledge about Excel handling and the easy way to use Excel, please.
Excel. Yeah. Microsoft Excel, right? Yeah, that's something that I also don't understand that well. So yeah, that's definitely something in which AI can help. Anyone else? Yeah, Sejal.
Guys, help would be project management. Like earlier, I had searched, it uh, suggested an app called Trello, which I was using and it was helpful. But now, like, I'm going to do the next
Mm.
one. Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's also a really great thing to learn. Yeah. Mansi?
I would learn if like how to do effective communication from AI.
Yeah, yeah, that's really something that AI can help you teach. And I think I also searched that once. Like, I'm not sure when, but I've definitely used AI for that. Shamna?
Yes, please. So I would learn how to invest in stock markets and all.
Oh, so are you interested in like economics and all of that?
Yes, please.
Yeah, that's a really great interest. Yeah. Mohita?
A skill I would learn with the help of AI is color theory. Basically, how color works in different color material and on a canvas. And
Yeah. Yeah, that's really great, Ruby. Amazing. Sakshi?
I want to learn to make PPT on PowerPoint screen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's also amazing. And just one more thing, like this PPT also, the information that's in it, I've also asked AI to help me research about it. So that's also definitely something we can do. And Sanya,
I would to learn about the Power BI, please.
Power BI, right. So are you thinking about like SAP?
No, actually, I want to learn it from very to for data analyst, please.
Yeah, yeah, that's great. Yeah. Okay, so let's move on. So I wanted to talk about a really important thing here, which is the importance of feedback. And so this also we'll do it through a game. So I'm going to pick a number between 50 and 100, and everyone else has to guess that number one by one. And after each guess, I'll be saying whether your guess number is higher or lower than the number I've chosen. And we'll continue this until we reach the number that we want. So yeah, so I've thought of a number. So would anyone like to guess? Yeah, Jasmine,
80,
lower. Mansi.
75. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we'll go one by one. So, yeah, so like everyone gets a chance. Yeah. Mansi,
60.
60. Lower. Sanya,
55.
that's correct. My number was 55. So, yeah, so that's so what can we learn from this? Like how did we guess the number? Does anyone want to comment on that? Yeah, Sanya.
So, like, as you were there to say higher or lower, so it becomes easy for us to, guess. Like, if someone is saying 60 or 65, then you are saying like high lower. So it becomes easy to guess like between 50 to 60. That there are only 10 numbers. Yes, please.
Yeah. So you're absolutely correct. And that's exactly how feedback works in AI. And like you said, we're narrowing the limit to what our correct guess is. So that's something that AI also does. Like when, for example, you tell AI that you want the answer in bullet points. So now AI knows that which format it's supposed to give you the answer in. If you'd not said that, then maybe like sometimes the AI would give you in paragraph form. Sometimes it would just give you the keywords. Like AI does not know what you want. But because we've specified in the game higher and lower, and we've given a range to AI, and that's exactly how AI will also work. So this game was all about feedback. So let's just explore a final thought. AI can help you master any skill you want, and all you need to do is to give it the right prompt. So I have one final activity for all of you, and it's on a platform called Mentimeter. So I'll be sharing the link with you all, and so let's like I request you all to access that link. So give me a sec, right? Yeah. So this is a link to a platform called Mentimeter, and what we're going to do is an open-ended question activity. So you'll see a question in front of you when you open the link and you input the code, and based on that, you'll be typing your responses, and so it's going to be anonymous. So don't worry about whether your response is correct or not. The names will not be visible. Whoever has answered will not be visible. So feel free to like express whatever you want in whatever sentences or words you want to do it. So I'll just share the code with you all. So, okay. So this is the code. Please tell me if you have any issues accessing the site or whether you're ready to go. So, are you able to access it? Like,
Yes, I'm able to access it.
okay, very good. And can you see the question?
Yeah,
Like,
I can see the question and I
very
can
good.
type also.
Yeah. Anyone else? Have you all logged in? Okay, we'll just wait one more minute and then we'll start. Till then, everyone else, please, if you have any issues, just tell me. And I'd really appreciate if everyone participated in this because these questions are open-ended, which means that there's no wrong answer in this. Okay, so there is nothing wrong in any of the answers that you want to give. Okay. So I'll start sharing my screen so that all of our responses are visible. Okay, so we've gotten some responses. It's not considered as genuine learning, but it is a smart learning. Okay, that's definitely true. We have two yeses. Then kind of, if I write on my own, then yes. If I only copy paste, then no. Yeah, that's also something that I could agree with. No, please, it's not considered as genuine learning, as we will be dependent on AI to help us through assignments. So yeah, I see your point. And like I said, there's no right or wrong answer. I just wanted to know what your views are, and I wanted to each of you to know what everyone else's views are as well. And these questions are something that will come up a lot whenever you're using AI. So it's important to understand ours as well as other people's perspectives. No, it will only be useful if the students use it to understand the concept instead of making AI to draft all. Yeah, that's also true. Yeah. It would be genuine learning. Yeah. So everyone, I'd appreciate if you'd provide some reason as well. Like it's not necessary, but if you want to share why, then that's also really great. Yeah. Till then, I'm just waiting for the others to respond as well. We have 11 participants and only six have responded. Seven, sorry. No, it would only be helpful if they draft the assignment and then take help of AI to refine it. Yeah, that's also true. Yes, it should be considered genuine learning, and putting our own thoughts would be better than just copying and pasting. Hmm. So these are some really interesting responses. Yeah. So I think I should also share what I think about this. And yeah. So I think that using AI to draft the assignment is really good, but at least personally, I would not use it to make the whole assignment. So to answer this question, yes, drafting and refining the assignment is correct, but not all of the assignment. Like something original should also be there. But that's just my perspective. Your perspectives could be different, and your reasons could be different as well. And there's no wrong answer in this. So let's move on to the second question. I'll just read it out loud. When a student is feeling stressed or overwhelmed and turns to AI for advice instead of talking to a real person, then is that a healthy choice? So I'm just waiting for the responses to come in, and I'll then we'll start discuss that. Okay, so the first response, whoever has submitted it, could you be able to like present your thoughts in class? Like If it's possible for you to submit again on the app, I'm not exactly sure about that, so please do that. If not, we can discuss, like you can just unmute and tell me a response. Okay, so I'll start with the responses. Yeah, so it is more accessible, so it is a healthy choice. But AI is not a long-term solution, it is a short one. It's also always affirmative, so it will agree with you, which can be unhealthy. So yeah, that's definitely true. It's a really good response. No, not at all. It is a robot. He cannot help someone emotionally, but yes, it can give some kind of advice. So yeah, your thoughts are definitely justified because yes, it's true that AI does not have any emotions by itself. Not really, because the way a person can feel and then give advice. AI will only give the advice without looking at the actual condition of the student. Yeah, that's also true because AI does not know your situation. Maybe, but talking to a real person will be more helpful. Yeah, I agree with that. It depends if the students want the relief in terms of assignment work. So AI can be considered. Else, for other stressed and other things, talking to a person will be the best fit. Okay, sometimes, but yeah, sometimes the talking to a real person will be more helpful. Yeah, that's true. I don't think it's a healthy choice because a person can handle this situation more effectively. Yeah. It's situational. It would be healthy if that student does not have anyone to speak to. If they have people but still turning to AI, it is not a healthy choice because it may lead to over dependence on AI. Yeah, that's absolutely correct. Yes, but it's a robot. It's not giving an emotional thought, but yeah, AI can give a suggestion. Okay. Um, so I'll just wait a few seconds for anyone else to, yeah, respond. Only if the person doesn't have a real person at that moment. Instead of putting all in yourself, it's better to share with AI. Yeah, that's also true. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll just share my views on this. And again, like I said, I'm no more knowledgeable than you on this matter because this is an open-ended question. So what I would do is that I think I would ask AI for advice, but only if I had no one else to talk to, which means that AI would be something of a secondary companion for me. Like I try to talk with my friends, family, maybe even anyone else that I know, teachers, supporters, guardians, anyone else that's human. I'd like to talk to that person because, like someone said, it's very humans can understand your emotions, right? So that's what I would do. So if there are no more responses, I'll move on to the next question. If anyone else is still responding, please feel free to let me know. Yeah, I got one. It can help short term for quick tips, but real people give connection, context, and AI can't. Best used together, not as a replacement. Yeah, so this is definitely online with what I was thinking as well. So yeah, these are really great responses. Yeah. So if anyone else is still doing the slide, please let me know. For now, I'll move on to the next question. So the next question is that when we're planning something important, like a trip, like an event, or a budget, should AI be trusted as the main source of guidance for us? Like, should we be asking AI about the travel tips, itinerary, or things like that? Yes, we can do that. Okay. I think we can use it, but in my experience, it sometimes gives wrong or inaccurate information. So since then, I don't trust it a lot with things like prices. So yeah, this is also absolutely true, in its own way. Yes, please, we can ask AI for this. Yeah. Still waiting for the other responses. No, we may get inaccurate information, and if we rely on that data, then we may be in danger. Yeah, so that's also it's definitely true in today's context. Yes, we can use it for planning, but it's better to confirm the information for reliable resources only. Yes, it would be really helpful. Yes, we can use it as a main source. It will help me plan better and make my work easy as well. Yes, AI can help us to where we have to spend and how to budget our event or trip. Yeah, that's true. Yes, we can trust it because it will give us more adequate guidance. No, use AI as a starting point. Great for research ideas, but double check with real sources for costs, dates, and safety. Okay. Yeah. Mm. Just quick letting you know, if anyone is not able to access it or doesn't want to put it up here, please feel free to like unmute yourself or put it in the chat. That's also fine. Like it's not necessarily you have to do it here. AI can help planning trips, events, or budgets, but it should not be trusted as the only source of guidance. Okay. I'll just wait a few more seconds for anyone else that's left. So, in the meantime, I'll just discuss what I think. And so I actually used AI for planning a trip once, and there were some benefits and there were some disadvantages. The benefit was that like AI told me what good scenery there is to visit, what types of things I can go there, which usually I would have to like research. I would go on Google and search the things that are there, but I wouldn't understand like how we can go to those places or things like that. So AI definitely helped in that. But the thing that was at fault was that it didn't give me the accurate prices. Like someone here mentioned already, AI is not really good at giving you the current prices or the current availability of whether that place is still open or not. So we'd actually gone to Kerala, and there was like a park type of place. And like according to AI, it was supposed to be open. But on that day, there was like a political rally, and because of that, we weren't able to go. So that's definitely something you should take care of. That's not using AI as your primary source or your only source of information, I would say. So I got one more response. We can get ideas from AI, but being fully dependent on AI won't be helpful because AI will react on the basis of inputs he has received. Whereas what we want is accuracy in real thing. So yeah, that's definitely in line of what I was saying in my views. So AI definitely it relies on the data. So let's move on to the next question. There are only a few more left. If a student uses AI to prepare answers for an interview or internship, does that reflect their true abilities? And should we use it or should we not? So, are you guys responding or like, yeah. From my perspective, it is not the reflection of their abilities, so we shouldn't use it, please. Yeah. Okay. If they're using it for better sentence formation and learning the concept by the notes, then it reflects their good abilities. Okay. It depends on the type of prompt they have provided. We can definitely use it to polish our answers and practice for the interview. We can use it for prep to make it become interview and practice, but not for answers. That is not authentic. We'll face problems when we get to the position and not grow. So better not to use it for the answers. Okay, that's also a defendable position. No, we should use it because it gives you different points of views and possible questions for better understanding. But they should not rectify the answer. Okay. Yes, use it. AI helps structure thoughts and practice. True ability is shown by how you adapt those ideas live, not in prepping alone. So definitely some very strong points. So I'll just wait for everyone else to respond. Till then, I think I'll share my own views on this. So I've actually used AI for like not for interviews or internships yet, but for group projects. And I use it to help me correct my sentences or find mistakes and things. But it's definitely true that AI can help you, but it should not be writing everything for you. Like if you really want to do good in that group project, your content should not be fully AI generated, but you can use the AI to help you. At least that's what my view is. But then again, everyone's views can differ and there is no correct answer. It's like we can put our own answer and ask it how to say that particular answer properly. So I think we should use it. Yeah, definitely. That's also a really great way of using AI. We can use it as a part of preparation, but using perspective of AI won't be helpful since the recruiter is going to hire you, not AI. And it will be in big trouble if interviewer found it's AI view. Okay, that's also something that is true in its own way. No, it does not reflect their true abilities, but we can use it if our English is not so strong to make proper answers. Yeah, okay. Yes, because sometimes we panic and we know what kind of questions we have prepared. So, yes, it helps a lot. Yeah. So, that's also true. I'll just wait a few more seconds. If anyone is left in responding, or if they're responding right now, you can please unmute and tell me. I'll wait for some more time. Yes, we should use it. Everyone preps the tools. AI is like a coach. Your actual skill is performing under pressure. Yeah, so I think I can agree with that as well. And it's definitely true that your skill is when you perform under pressure, because AI can not help you at that point of time, at least not now, because as per current technology, AI can only help in your preparation. Okay, so I'll be moving on to the next question. If anyone else is still responding, please unmute and let me know. Uh, yeah. So when we're forming opinions on social issues or trending issues, is relying on AI a responsible way to stay informed? Should we be using AI for understanding what issues are going on? So that's the question. Yeah. So we got our first response. Not at all. AI gives a summary of all the things on the net from reputable and non-reputable sources. It does not provide critical thinking, and we should refer to unbiased news and third-party research. Okay, that's true. Yeah. Sometimes it depends on the AI platform you're using. Like Perplexity will give you information with the sources it has collected from, but checking it twice would be helpful. Yeah, so that's also true. And I'm really happy that someone is using different tools like Perplexity as well. Completely not to rely on this because also there is a hidden detail and information that we get by talking or from the local people over there to get the true insights. Yeah, so that's also justifiable. No, not fully responsible. AI can summarize fast, but it may miss nuance, bias, or context. Cross-check with diverse human sources. Okay, that's great. AI can be a great tool to understand the issue in a simplified manner, but relying on that alone wouldn't be a great decision, as it may contain an inaccurate information. It's better to recheck. Okay. No, not at all, as AI is not always updated, and also it's biased. It will give you only answer that majority support on the internet. Okay. Sometimes, but we should cross-check with other resources. Right? It's a starting point. Claude can do many Stanford PhD level research, but many times the sources are wrong. So we need to have multiple sources like independent media and interviews, not just AI. Right, definitely. We can we can to get the information and news, but checking it again will be more helpful. Okay. I don't think that relying on AI would help you to think by yourself. You will be dependent on it for everything, and in that way, you will lose your own opinion. Yeah, that's also something that is correct from one perspective. Okay. We'll wait a few more minutes. So if anyone is unable to answer or needs more time, please just let me know. Because like as of now, I have no idea like how many people are responding or participating. So yeah, just tell me if you need more time or if you are still responding. Okay, then we'll move on to the next question. I think this is the last one. If students get caught using AI in a situation where it may not be allowed, who should be held responsible? The student or AI itself? And this is a particularly debatable question because I don't think there's one answer to this. Like for all of the questions, there was no single answer, but this question in particular is something that, a lot of people will have a lot of different opinions on. Both will be held accountable. More than the AI, the person using it will be responsible. Okay. The student should be held responsible because they made the choice to use AI in a situation where it was not allowed. I think it should be student as their choice to use AI or not, even it is not allowed. Students, please, they are responsible for their own actions. Student, AI is just a tool. Using it was the student's choice, so student takes the major blame. AI cannot independently do anything unless it is not asked or given a prompt. Yeah, the student is responsible. Okay. So I think most of the responses here are in favor that the student is at fault. But I'll just share one thing that maybe you you may not have thought of or something. The student should be responsible. Okay, one more response. So the thing that I was talking about is, some websites, they have restrictions like this is my target audience and no other person should be allowed to do so. So AI could also have a built-in feature like that. Or at least what I think is that there should be something in AI that detects whether you're a student or not, or whether what you're using it for is ethical or not. And AI should be able to determine whether to give you the response based on that. Like if you look at Claude, I think there's a restriction that under 18 it cannot be used. And so what is the reason for that? It's because when you're lower than 18, you may use AI for unethical things. Like you will be directly copy pasting the answers or something like that. So that's also one perspective to look at. I'll just go through the other responses as well. Um, the student should be held responsible as they weren't allowed to use it. The student made a conscious choice to use AI despite of no permission to use it. Obviously, student as he was aware that using AI is not allowed. Student should be responsible because AI does not have any idea whether it's good or bad, and it was student's choice of using AI. Okay, these are really interesting responses. So I'll just wait for one more minute and then we'll conclude the session. Yeah. AI can give information about what we ask the question. So students have to know that what that information they have to take. So students are responsible. Okay, that's also right.
I think if everyone is done responding, maybe we can move
Yeah,
forward.
okay, sure. So, yeah, everyone, this is it from my end, and I really hope you enjoyed the session. If you have any questions or any feedback that you'd want to share, I'd really appreciate it. Um, so yeah, that's it from my end.
Thank you so much, Dhairya, and we really hope that the session was very informative and useful for everyone in the different things they are doing. And again, any feedback that you have for Dhairya, we'd love to hear it as well. And yeah, we hope you use AI more and you're able to use it more effectively now. Thank you for joining, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone for all of your amazing feedback. I was just reading it and yeah, I feel so good that all of you enjoyed what I presented.
Okay, great. So I think the session is concluded then. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining, and we'll see you next time.